Okay, so let's now take a closer look at actually creating a shift in the Find by Date tab. So we're in Shift Editor, Find by Date. So the start and end date means the shifts within that date that we'll see will populate in this pane here. There are several choices here: filters, shifts, size, refresh, PDF, calendar PDF, and create shift. These buttons will become evident, I think, once we get a few shifts. So let's go ahead and create one. Plus shift means to add a new shift. And you can see in the right-hand side, delete would delete it. Copy and save are grayed out because we haven't created any information yet. Hide details I'll explain later. Set recurrence is grayed out because we haven't saved the shift yet. So the first category here is keywords. So imagine for your organization you have hundreds of shifts. Those could be very difficult if you're just sorting them based on a particular period of time. So what we've added is a function where you can actually create a tag or a unique name that you can attach to a particular shift, and that way you could later filter by that name. So for instance, if someone in your office was named John, and John was in charge of several different shifts or programs in your organization, you might choose to have something like the name John on as a keyword on this shift. And that way later we can sort or filter our shifts based on those keywords. And it's completely up to you. You can create any name that you'd like and then enter some information about what that looks like. So let's say that we did decide to populate this with John's name, and we can just say shifts created by John. Okay, so let's save that. So that is now in our system. All we need to do is type the J, and I've actually named it incorrectly. And in that case, let's go back and edit that. So I've created it incorrectly, but I can go back and edit it. Are you sure? Because it could be active in other shifts. Yes, I'd like to update that. So let's have a look now and see if we can't find John. So in this case, we've put a tag or a keyword attached to this particular shift, and down the road, I will now be able to filter based on that once I've saved the shift. So let's go on to the next step, and I'll show you when we come back what that looks like. So the name of the shift is what goes out to volunteers, and it's what they see on their phone or website as an opportunity. So let's put a name in here that's going to be meaningful for the volunteers. So let's call it driver. And then let's say we have a need for a driver for a hospital shuttle. Okay, in the event we wanted to add that to a shift group, we could do that here. But let's go ahead and set the time and date. So today is the 18th. Notice that the start date matches the start date in the search. So let's click on, say we want it to happen on Saturday, and we'd like it to happen from 1 p.m. Then we need to set the end date, the closing date for that shift. And this is grayed. I can select these dates, but if I want to choose the same date, I don't actually have to do anything except increase the hours so that I've set the date period. Notice that it's automatically populated the date. So 12/21 from 1 p.m. until December 21st at 3 p.m. is the shift, and I could enter shift information here. Let's just stop at that point. Let's save the shift, and we'll notice that this shift now appears because it's within the date that we've set for shifts to appear in the window pane. So that's all for this one. Let's come back now with another one looking at how to modify that shift further.